The problem is usually budget. Minimum wage wasn't meant to buy fast food and Starbucks. So you're saying that even though it takes us about 152.27 hours on minimum wage to make the median rent, when in 1980 it only took about 78 hours, that problem is just budgeting? That's just Starbucks, fast food. That's it, right? You don't see the difference between 78 hours, about 2 weeks worth of time, and 152 hours, about 4 weeks worth of time to pay a single month's rent. That's all it comes down to when you see these types of numbers, is fast food. This is the problem right here. It's that we can't talk about the actual issue because people will bring something else up. Minimum wage needs to be a living wage. When it is, and people still can't make it, then we can talk about fast food and Starbucks. But right now, it's not a living wage. It was in 1980 and before, but it's not now. So once we get it to where it was in the 80s and 70s and 60s and 50s and 40s, then we can talk about fast food and Starbucks. But right now, it doesn't matter how much Starbucks you don't buy, you still can't pay rent. And I know the next argument because people say it in the comments all the time. Why compare it to median rent? Well, I've got actually a few videos about that. One of them is towards the top, so feel free to go and look at it. Another argument that people typically say to this is only like 3% of people are on the federal minimum wage right now. But in order for us to pay rent in 78 hours like you were able to do in 1980, you'd have to make a little bit less than $15 an hour. But in 1980, 13% of hourly workers earned minimum wage. But almost half of the United States workforce, 42%, make less than $15 an hour. So that means even if everybody actually made $15 an hour, which would be the equivalent of minimum wage in 1980, we still have 3 times the workforce making that wage than they did in 1980. And bear in mind, these people, 42%, are making less than $15 an hour. So no, this isn't a Starbucks or fast food problem. This is a wage problem, and we need to address it as such.